The mother-in-law saw her daughter-in-law who hadn't returned home all night as if she saw her own biological daughter who hadn't returned home for a long time, but in fact, she had already cursed her 10,000 times in her heart. Bella, who knew the truth, faced the drama queen mother-in-law and couldn't control her emotions. She could only go back to her room to rest. She finally fell asleep but had nightmares one after another, all of which were scenes of herself taking contraceptives. At this time, the maid brought the nutritious medicine carefully prepared by the mother-in-law for her, fearing that she would forget to take the medicine, so she specially instructed the maid to bring it up. She, who hated the mother-in-law to the core, directly picked up the medicine and smashed it on the baby portrait given to her by the mother-in-law, and it still wasn't enough to vent her anger. In the evening, Bella informed everyone that she was going to have artificial insemination. The mother-in-law started to be dramatic again and used various excuses to stop it. Jenny, who was on the same side as the mother-in-law, also persuaded the eldest sister-in-law not to do it. Bella knew that the mother-in-law was not at all worried about her body at all, so she firmly stated that she must get pregnant this year. She deliberately mentioned that on the day of her wedding, the mother-in-law gave her the nutritious medicine. It must be that she really wanted to hold a grandson that she would do this. She told everyone that all this was to let the mother-in-law hold a grandson sooner. The mother-in-law really felt like she had lifted a rock and smashed her own foot.
不要因为这样就觉得痛苦，比起我所受的伤害，这根本不算什么。
The mother-in-law asked Jenny to come up with a plan to stop Bella from having artificial insemination, and Jenny complained that it was because the mother-in-law often showed that she wanted a grandson and overacted that the eldest sister-in-law would think about having a baby quickly. The mother-in-law felt that as long as her son didn't agree, Bella couldn't do anything either. She asked Jenny to keep an eye on whether Bella had forgotten to take the medicine. What if she forgot to take the medicine while she was so intent on having artificial insemination? In the evening, the mother-in-law wanted to persuade Bella to give up the idea of having artificial insemination again, but found a large amount of materials about having children on the bed. Seeing Bella's actions, she was completely panicked now. She came forward eagerly and asked Bella to think about it again, saying that there was no need to make herself suffer so much just to get pregnant. Clearly she herself didn't want Bella to have a child, but what she showed were words like caring about her body. Bella now knew the ugly face of the mother-in-law and didn't want to talk much. The mother-in-law was so angry that she showed her teeth.
不要因为这样就觉得难受，比起你给我的伤害，这只是小意思。
The mother-in-law and daughter-in-law in the kitchen found that Bella's nutritious medicine was gone. Jenny quickly ran to Bella's room to ask, and was very puzzled when she saw that she was throwing the medicine away. The mother-in-law who came in later also started to angrily question. Bella told them that the date of artificial insemination had been set and she had to do as the doctor instructed and couldn't take the medicine randomly. Then she poured all the medicine into the trash can in front of the mother-in-law. Looking at Bella's actions, the vicious mother-in-law couldn't act anymore at all, but the persistent Bella simply ignored her.